Whether you think it's fair or not, it's an undeniable fact that the Rutgers football program consistently gets made fun of. Hence the title of this video. As someone raised in New Jersey, it pains me that Rutgers is always picked on. They're a very common choice for worst Power 5 team, and that's sad. And it seems that this is the peak period of the disrespect Rutgers gets throughout almost all of the college football community. In a state associated with Bruce Springsteen, accents, and the Jersey Shore, it's Rutgers football the locals always seem to come back to. Rutgers used to be a legitimate program. They produced the McCourty twins, Mohamed Sanu, and Ray Rice. And their coach was well regarded enough that he was hired for an NFL job. Doesn't really matter how that ended, but it should make the point that Rutgers had credibility.
I could be wrong about this, but gut feeling, great hire.
They're the closest thing that the greater New York City market has to a local college football team, except maybe Syracuse. So it's a shame that the on-field product has seemed to significantly diminish in recent years. Why is that? This program is known for winning a national championship in their very first season in 1869. Anyways, fast forward to 2006, Rutgers finishes 11-2 in the Big East Conference, which no longer exists for football. They crush Kansas State in the Texas Bowl and finish ranked number 12 in the nation. Pretty darn good. By week 4 of the 2007 season, Rutgers cracked the top 10 in the country. That unfortunately didn't last very long though, even though they eventually did beat the number 2 team in the country later that season. Any guess for who that number 2 team was? Hint, it's a school from Florida during the Tim Tebow Heisman year. Would you have guessed USF as the number 2 team in the nation at the time? Crazy world we lived in. Over the next 2 years, they finished with an 8-5 record both times, and their bowl results being a beatdown of Ball State and a separate win against NC State. NC State is a Power 5 program, mind you. After a 9-4 2009 capped off by a bowl win against UCF, Rutgers took a step back and finished 4-8 in 2010. In 2011, they got back to 9-4 and won the Pinstripe Bowl to end the season, but this is where things start to go south. Their head coach during this entire run gets hired by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At first they looked fine. Over the next 2 years they stayed bowl eligible and got matched up against big programs. Even in the face of bowl losses to Virginia Tech and Notre Dame, Rutgers still looked like a really good program. Until 2014, when a thundering beast reared its head. Its name, the Big Ten. Rutgers' move to the Big Ten changed everything. The conference thought they were getting a big market team that could stand up to the best teams in their league. That does not seem to be what they got. They have never gone over 500 in conference since the move. Rutgers is 21-49 since moving to the Big Ten. 13-44 if you take out the first season. Wow. The low of this run was a 1-11 2018 season. The win came in week 1 against Texas State. They lost all 11 other games, all but 2 by a touchdown or more. Pretty much whenever they play a top or even mid-tier school in the Big Ten, they don't look ready. It's been this way for like 5 years. For New Jersey and in some places New York's main college football program, that really isn't it. In an area where the townspeople look for an escape from the struggles of the Jets and the Giants, Rutgers has not been that escape. Putting that as simple as possible. The move to the Big Ten was most definitely a mistake in hindsight for Rutgers. The decision has forever haunted them and has done major damage to the team's image. It was definitely worth a try, and the program has realized changes needed to be made, but just how many changes need to be made is the question. Not all hope is lost for Rutgers. As mentioned several times in this video, Rutgers represents a fairly large market. New Jersey high school football is also no slouch, so maybe if they can string together a couple bounce-back seasons, the recruiting train can leave the station again. You guys can make Bruce and Fetty Wap proud again. With no real big-time standout programs in New Jersey or New York City, a return to glory could do wonders for the program in more ways than you'd think. Capturing the hearts of that sports market is as meaningful as being the first person in line for a Popeye's chicken sandwich. That area loves its local sports. The team does have existent glory days and a track record of producing real talent, so it's not impossible for the program to make a strong comeback. There's a long road ahead of them, but let us be the ones to say, you can do it, Rutgers. We believe in you.
Drops back. Yeah! He is sacked! Yes! And the Scarlet Knights win it! There is pandemonium in Piscataway! Rutgers has knocked off number 3 Louisville, 28-25.